Yes guys, welcome to a brand new video. My name is Conan and today I'm going to explain to you why I eat the same foods every single day. Now I know what you're thinking, Conan, you are crazy, you are a maniac. Let's break it down. If you're watching this right now, you're probably a busy professional man and you're already juggling numerous responsibilities of meeting deadlines, making projects, running meetings, all this stuff, right? So the last thing that you should be concerned about is what you put into your mouth, right? And so one really effective strategy that I use personally to help simplify my life while still absolutely crushing my health and fitness goals is by simply eating the same foods every single day, at least Monday through Friday. And so while it may sound repetitive, boring, monotonous, whatever you want to call it, this approach actually saves you so much time, so much money, and actually allows you to actually focus on the more important parts in your life, like your relationships, like your work, like making money, all this stuff, right? So right now, let's kind of break down some of the benefits that are included with eating the same food every single day. So number one is predictability. Like I know exactly what my breakfast is going to be, what my lunch is going to be, what my dinner is going to be. And I don't have to wake up every single morning feeling stressed about, oh, what clothes am I going to wear today? What color socks should I wear? What underwear? And then running downstairs, rushing out the house, thinking like, oh, what am I going to eat for breakfast? Am I going to have to stop at Starbucks again, grab a coffee, and then having to mess up my order again, and then eating like this sugary whatever else they have, or like this high fats meal. It's like, no, none of that. I know exactly what I eat every single day, and this takes so much guesswork out of my day-to-day life and also so much less stress, because I want you to ask yourself this question. Do you feel stressed thinking about what you should be eating for breakfast every single morning? Do you feel stressed figuring out what you should be ordering at lunch or for lunch at work, or what you should be eating for dinner? Because I know so many people that just like think about these small little things which ultimately like don't really like the added stress really does not benefit you, right? And so whereas if you wake up every single morning and you go down on your fridge and you know exactly that, okay, I'm gonna eat this meal prepped meal, my overnight oats for breakfast, and I can just simply eat this really quick and then go out the house, right? No rush, no stress. I know exactly what I'm gonna be eating for breakfast. Same thing with lunch. I got my meal prep as well, and same thing with dinner. I know exactly what I'm gonna be eating, right? So predictability is so key, at least for myself. And that really, really helps. Number two is money saving. Buying the same groceries every single week saves you a bunch of money, and you can also purchase items in bulk, take advantage of discounts, and avoid the temptation of impulse buys. And now over time, these savings can add up significantly. So whenever I go to the grocery store, and now I will preface by saying this, every single week, my diet may switch up slightly in terms of I may get some different fruits, I may get some different vegetables, maybe some certain proteins are on sale. But for the most part, my core meals tend to stay the same. Like I still eat my oats, I still eat my sweet potato, my chicken breast, my beef, my vegetables. Like I pretty much eat the same food, or I buy the same food every single week. And it also kind of like saves me from like impulse buying like some random things that I probably don't even need, like some weird seasoning, some weird whatever it may be. Maybe I get distracted and I see this limited edition cereal that I know not only is super unhealthy, but also it's like, why do I need this? Like, I don't need this distraction in my house, right? That just personally what kind of goes through my head. And then also just having like a set budget. So for example, depending on how many people need to feed, I live on my own, obviously, but I tend to make a budget for myself of, okay, I only go grocery shopping once a week, so I don't do numerous shops throughout the week. I go once a week, I have a list ready to go, and I tell myself I can spend no more than $50, right? And this is an arbitrary number. It could be $75, it could be $100, it could be $200, whatever your budget is for that. This kind of like restriction allows you, or kind of like makes you actually like choose your food a bit more diligently. So like instead of like you buying a bunch of crap, putting everything in your cart, and just like having all this excess food that you probably don't even need throughout the week, now you're really a lot more diligent. And it's like, okay, I have this budget. Let me only get the foods that I really know that I need. I should probably get my fruits and vegetables. I should probably get my healthy carbs. I should probably get my healthy fats, and I should probably get some lean sources of protein. Anything else is just an added bonus, but I should stick to the core foundations of what I can use as a healthy meal. And then anything beyond that, if I have some money left over, cool, awesome. But let me focus on getting these first. So it definitely helps you save a lot of money. And on top of that, it saves you a bunch of time as well. So meal planning and meal prepping become much more efficient when you stick to a consistent menu of foods, right? You'll spend less time deciding what to eat, making grocery lists, and cooking. This means more time for other important activities like your workouts, spending time with your family, and you actually spending more time at work, which could therefore increase your earning potential and all that good stuff, right? The fourth thing here is efficient and stress-free. So by eliminating variety, you actually reduce the mental fatigue associated with meal choices and planning. This streamlined approach can make sticking to your diet feel less overwhelming, particularly on busy days when you might otherwise opt for less healthy convenience foods, right? So if you come home from work, long day at work, and you're really hungry, it's like most people tend to either order food or quickly grab something from the store, or maybe make a quick meal like a frozen pizza or like a sugary bowl of cereal. But if you come home and you got a bunch of meal prepped meals ready in your fridge, like I do here, it's like you don't really need more willpower. Like you just need to make it easier for you to take that. You just need to make it easier for yourself to make the healthy choice the easy choice, right? So if I go into your kitchen right now and all I see is a bunch of junk foods, sugary foods, frozen pizzas, whatever. Well, it's like if I was really hungry and I were to go in your house, it's like, yeah, like it makes it pretty easy for me to eat unhealthy and pretty not easy for me to eat healthy. Whereas if you go into my fridge, my kitchen, not to boast or anything, but like you go into my fridge right now, all you're going to see is frozen vegetables, frozen fruits, a bunch of meal prep meals. You open up my fridge, you only see eggs, my cooked protein that I already cooked, some more meal prep meals. And it's like, well, yeah, if you were hungry, you have no other choice but to eat healthy, right? I got a bunch of fruits and vegetables. I got my whole grains, my healthy fats. So really just like make sure that you prime your environment. Just makes it so much easier. Honestly, yeah, just so much easier, like to just eat healthy, right? And so why make it more difficult on yourself when you can just make it easier for yourself to eat healthy by having meal prepped meals in your fridge, by having all these things just like ready to go and ready to be eaten, right? On top of that, like I mentioned, this really allows you to feel less overwhelmed and live more of a stress-free life. And the last thing here, this is honestly more of an underrated tip, but I noticed I greatly benefit from this, and that is improved digestion. So consistently eating the same foods can actually help your digestive system adapt and function more smoothly. So your body becomes accustomed to processing these foods, potentially reducing the digestive discomfort and bloating. Because I don't know about you guys, but whenever it sounds kind of crazy, but whenever I eat like foods that I've never really eaten before, particularly when it comes to dairy, like dairy for me is like hit or miss. Like sometimes it may be okay, but then other times it's like, okay, this definitely does not agree with me. And so I know that by me simply eating the same food every single day, I know my digestion is perfect. So quick little example, my pre-workout meal is the same meal every single day in the morning. It's actually my first meal of the day. Sounds really weird, but it's just what I enjoy. It's peanut butter, banana, and chicken breast with some cinnamon and pink salt. That's what I eat, and I know every time I eat that, it gives me just the right amount of energy to get me through my workout, absolutely crush it. I know it tastes amazing, and I know that I'm not going to have any stomach pains or stomach discomfort. Like it just digests so well for me. The balance of like the proteins, the carbs, the fruits, the peanut butter to slow down the digestion of it with the healthy fats. It's like it works perfectly for me. Same thing with my post-workout meal. I know exactly what that is. Same thing with my lunch. Same thing with my dinner. And I know that every time I'm done eating those meals, I know exactly how I will feel afterwards. And I know exactly like when to space out my meals efficiently, right? So that I'm not super hungry throughout the day. Like everything is like systematized for me, right? And once you kind of systemize your eating habits, you can focus so much more of your time on just like living life, right? Like whether it's spending time with your families, working more, having more downtime for yourself, right? And so I see so many people who even are coaches, right, who like literally obsess over like food, it's like, oh, you gotta try this recipe, like, oh, you gotta switch up your meals every single day. And like, although yes, like that is awesome if you are all about the variety, and I will touch on the variety a bit later on, but for the most part, if you're busy and if you're working a full-time job, the last thing you want to be thinking about what you should be putting into your mouth, right? So these are some of the benefits associated with sticking to the same meals every single day, right? And now here are a couple tips for you to be successful. Number one, choose balanced meals, right? So ensure your repeated meals are balanced with adequate proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates with at least a serving of fruits and vegetables, right? So that's the first thing. Secondly, plan for variety. So like I touched on earlier, while sticking to the same foods, or while you do stick to the same foods, you can absolutely still vary your meals by slightly maybe changing up your seasonings or your cooking methods to keep things interesting, right? So maybe it could be adding different sauces, barbecue sauce, ketchup, mustard, different seasonings. Like you'd be surprised, like whenever you make chicken, for example, like switching up your seasonings despite chicken breast still being chicken breast. It's like by you simply changing up the seasonings can actually make a drastic difference to the flavor and the taste, which for myself, like that is enough spice in my life. Like that is enough variety for me to kind of like keep me excited, right? And also prep in batches. Prepare your meals in large batches to save even more time and ensure you always have healthy options ready, right? Going back to like you want to make the good decisions or the healthy choices more convenient and the unhealthy choices less convenient, right? And by batch cooking, meal prepping, all this stuff makes it so much easier to kind of do that. And then the last thing here is spice it up on the weekends. Like Monday through Friday, you're working hard, you're eating your meals, you're just like on go mode. But then on the weekends when you're off from work and stuff, definitely indulge a bit, like have fun, like go out maybe once a week. Like you guys know if you watch my Instagram stories, I love sushi. It is amazing. And yeah, like it's a nice little reward as well. This is kind of like, and I mentioned this in one of my previous videos when I do my calorie banking, where I basically save up calories Monday through Friday. So it allows me to eat a bit more food on the weekends to still eat my favorite foods, whether it's pizza, sushi, burgers, whatever, right? And on the weekends, it also allows you to kind of like spice up your diet a bit more, right? Because Monday through Friday, you do your grocery shop, let's say on a Sunday, you have all your meals ready to go Monday through Friday, and then Saturday, you are more than likely out of your meal prep meals. You probably have to go grocery shopping again. So Saturday could be like your day of like maybe eating slightly different foods, right? So that's just what I do. Most of my clients do that as well, and we've seen tremendous success doing it that way. And now if you watching this right now are ready to take the next step, adopting a consistent eating plan can be an absolute game changer for you on your fitness journey. But it is also essential to tailor it to your specific needs and goals, like your caloric intake, your macros, what food you actually enjoy eating, all this stuff we're going to have to like consider, right? And that's basically where I come in. As a certified personal trainer and online fitness coach, I can help you design a nutrition plan that works for you and supports your lifestyle, along with the accountability, along with the workout program. And so if that sounds good to you, you can go ahead and book a free consultation call with me today and discover how a tailored, consistent eating plan can help you absolutely crush your fitness goals a lot faster and a lot more efficiently. So go ahead and do that. The link is in the description down below. If you guys do have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.